It's another episode of Now German. Hey, C.
Hey Gregor, welcome.
Welcome, everyone. Yes, we are Gregor and C. Wir sind C und Gregor, right?
Yes.
And that's exactly what we look at in this lesson to finally talk about several people, not just me and you and he, but plurals. And that's something we do all the time, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to our dialogue.
Hallo, wer sind ihr?
Wir sind Gregor und Julian.
Woher kommt ihr?
Wir kommen aus der Schweiz, aus Basel.
Was spricht ihr?
Wir sprechen Deutsch und Englisch. Ich spreche ein bisschen Chinesisch und Julian spricht auch ein bisschen Italienisch. Und wer sind Sie?
Sie sind Luna und Tobias.
Woher kommen Sie?
Luna kommt aus Korea, Tobias kommt aus der Schweiz.
Was sprechen Sie?
Sie sprechen Englisch, Luna spricht auch Koreanisch und Tobias spricht auch Deutsch.
Great. Let me just point out one thing. In your first sentence, you have to say, wer seid ihr?
Wer seid ihr?
Yes, and sind, that is what we use together with wir. And we'll look at that in a second, but first let's make sense of the vocabulary and we'll look at grammar afterwards. So first we have ihr seid.
Ihr seid.
You are, and that's of course the plural you. And wir sind.
Wir sind.
We are. And just generally, we already talked about it in the singular, but also in the plural, we see the verb endings change in German. In English, you only have the third person singular s, and plural forms are generally all the same with singular, like I speak, you speak, we speak, they speak. But in German, each form is different, and you need to be aware of that, right?
Yes.
And we have the same with other verbs. For example, ihr kommt,
Ihr kommt.
which is you come in plural, and ihr sprecht.
Ihr spricht.
Yes, you come in plural. For example, sprechen is even an irregular verb, but this form looks regular. So yeah, you'll just need to learn the verbs over time. And wir sprechen,
Wir sprechen.
we speak. And a great phrase to add in many situations is ein bisschen.
Ambition.
Yes. For example, if you were to say, I speak a little German, how could you say that?
Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch.
Very nice. And Italienisch,
Italienisch.
that's Italian. And Sie sind,
Sie sind.
yes, they are. Sie kommen,
Sie kommen.
they come. And Sie sprechen,
Sie sprechen.
they speak. And one thing to note here is that the third person plural they is always the exactly same thing with the German polite way to address a single person. But I just want to point that out. If you're getting confused right now, then just ignore it and you'll see it later on as we look through more grammar and more examples. Any questions, any thoughts?
What's the difference between the they and the formal you?
So if you're looking at the written form, a difference you can see is that the S, the first letter S of C is always capitalized in the polite form. And of course, you have a single person as the subject, not a plural. And other than that, they are conjugated exactly the same way.
That's good to know. Okay.
Yes. So for example, I can say, if I just say, Sie sind groß, that can mean you are big, you are large in the polite sense, talking to one person, or I could say the same and I could talk to a group of people. So I would have to guess from the context.
Okay.
All right, but that's not really the detail you should look at right now. First, let's go back to our dialogue.
Hallo, wer seid ihr?
Wir sind Gregor und Julian.
Woher kommt ihr?
Wir kommen aus der Schweiz, aus Basel.
Was spricht ihr?
Wir sprechen Deutsch und Englisch. Ich spreche ein bisschen Chinesisch und Julian spricht auch ein bisschen Italienisch. Und wer sind Sie?
Sie sind Luna und Tobias.
Woher kommen Sie?
Luna kommt aus Korea, Tobias kommt aus der Schweiz.
Was sprechen Sie?
Sie sprechen Englisch, Luna spricht auch Koreanisch und Tobias spricht auch Deutsch.
Yes, nice. If we talk about languages, the country of Luna is Korea,
Korea,
and the language is Koreanisch.
Koreanisch.
Yes, exactly. Okay, and now let's look at the grammar. And we finally learn all the ways to conjugate verbs in the present tense. Of course, there are different times as well, but in present, that's how we do it. And maybe the most important verb is sein.
Sein,
Yeah, sein, that's the infinitive form of to be. And so I can say, ich bin,
ich bin,
I am, and du bist,
du bist,
you are, and er ist,
ist,
he is, and wir sind,
wir sind,
we are, and ihr seid,
ihr seid,
you are plural, and sie sind,
sie sind.
they are. Yeah. How can I say she is in German?
Sie ist,
That's right. And how can I say they are?
sie sind.
Yes, exactly. Let's look at two other very frequent and important words. And one is common, to come.
Kommen,
Yes. How do I say I come?
ich komme,
You come.
du kommst,
He comes.
kommt,
We come.
wir kommen,
Ihr kommt. Oh, or they. Yeah, you come plural.
kommt,
And now they come.
sie kommen.
Yes. And now I'm going to do the German and you can translate to English. Sprechen.
To speak,
Ich spreche.
I speak,
Du sprichst.
you speak,
Er spricht.
he speaks,
Wir sprechen.
we speak,
Ihr sprecht.
you speak,
Sie sprechen.
they speak.
Exactly. Make sense?
Yes,
All right. I'll give you one more tip now that we are here. The form wir, we, and sie, they, is, I believe, always conjugated in the same way. I think there are no exceptions. If there are exceptions, it's still true 99% of the time. So they are usually correct in the same form, right?
yes.
Okay, great. Then let's go to the dialogue once more.
Hallo, wer seid Sie? Hallo, wer seid ihr?
Wir sind Gregor und Julian.
Woher kommt ihr?
Wir kommen aus der Schweiz, aus Basel.
Was spricht ihr?
Wir sprechen Deutsch und Englisch. Ich spreche ein bisschen Chinesisch und Julian spricht auch ein bisschen Italienisch. Und wer sind Sie?
Sie sind Luna und Tobias.
Woher kommen Sie?
Luna kommt aus Korea, Tobias kommt aus der Schweiz.
Was sprechen Sie?
Sie sprechen Englisch, Luna spricht auch Koreanisch und Tobias spricht auch Deutsch,
Koreanisch.
Koreanisch.
Yes, great. All right. And that was our lesson about verb conjugation. Wir sind. What's the most challenging verb for you if you have one?
Koreanisch.
Okay, that's a word, but I mean verb in sense of verb conjugation. Ich bin, du bist, der ist. Is there any difficult verb for you, or are they all easy?
Ihr seid.
Okay, just this conjugation of to be. Ihr seid.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. I think you'll see more irregular verbs. That's what many students struggle with. For example, sprechen. Ich spreche, and then du sprichst. It's a totally different verb stem, and these are some things you just need to learn. But just, I mean, learn it as you use and practice with these verbs. No need to memorize a lot just before you even use them. All right. That's it again. Any more thoughts?
Oh, good.
Great. Then we'll see you next time. Tschüss. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.